Today's lesson with Elena is called Why I Don't Use Dryer Sheets and Why I Think You Shouldn't Either. So let's talk a little bit about dryer sheets and what they are. Usually it's a piece of paper that you take out of a box similar to a tissue box. You remove one and you throw it in your dryer before when you put your clothes in. What happens is that the heat of the dryer releases the wax which coats the piece of paper, and that wax actually coats your clothing. So there's two problems about this. I personally don't want to have wax on my clothing because that wax gets on your clothing and really never comes off. Now, it doesn't stain and it doesn't itch in any way, so I'm not accusing dryer sheet manufacturers of doing any of that. But it does have chemicals and artificial fragrances that stay on your clothing forever. And every time you use a dryer sheet, they kind of get refreshed. Now, some people will say, well, I use dryer sheets for either the fragrance or the anti-static capabilities. And you're absolutely right. That's why I would say maybe they're not such a bad thing to use. But is there an alternative? There is. So there's two things. So think of your dryer sheet as sort of like a piece of paper. I have a tissue here. I don't even have a dryer sheet. And what I use instead is actually a wool ball. So this is a ball of wool that you can see. It's sort of like a tennis ball, but it's a little bit squishy. You can find these at the food store, supermarkets. What I do is I put a few drops of essential oil and I put it right onto them. The cool thing about that is, yes, and I'm blowing around here. The cool thing about that is when you put the essential oils onto the ball, you get kind of that same double whammy. So you get your fragrance from your essential oil, and I'm going to put 5 drops. You get your wonderful fragrance, and you get the anti-static capabilities of the natural wool. So wool does exactly the same thing as the wax, but it's totally natural. So what do I use when I'm going to use a natural alternative to a dryer sheet? I would use perhaps something that I love to smell, like either a citrus or a floral essential oils. Here I just use lavender, but I have also lemon is a wonderful one, and tangerine, one of my personal favorites. Or I would use something that's a blend. Here's a citrus bliss, which is a blend of citrus and vanilla. Either way, you're getting that 1-2 punch of the wonderful scent and the anti-static capabilities, and you can adjust it whatever way you want. Once you've used this wool ball once, you can use it hundreds and hundreds of times. So of course, that's gonna save you a lot of money. So I use this. I don't use that other thing, and I don't think you should either. Have a wonderful day.